Morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm Sorin. I'm a serial Medtech entrepreneur. I'm the founder and president of Dialyfix. Dialyfix develops implantable devices that hopefully will get rid of arteriovenous fistulas for hemodialysis access. And this is just to set the stage, the first few questions. Why exactly Dialyfix? As we all said, because we want to solve problems. We were confronted with a real clinical problem affecting patients in a significant way. We think that the problem is worth addressing in the sense that we have many problems and not so many resources. So how do we choose? And we choose by trying to solve the problem with the most acceptable return on investment. And more than that, we choose, as Sun Tzu said, our battle wisely, which means we try to solve those problems we're solving that we think we can solve. So we have the knowledge, we have the resources, we have the team, and we have the appropriate funding to do that. And in the end, it all matters that we find a solution that's user-friendly, because we have to keep the users in mind, and we only adopt our solution if it's friendly enough. Now, just for the stage. Just a background for those of you who are not familiar. End-stage kidney disease patients require hemodialysis to clean their blood because their kidneys don't work. And this is a typical hemodialysis procedure. A machine is cleaning the blood, and these sessions take several hours, several times a week. In order to do that, in order to connect the patient to a hemodialysis machine, an arteriovenous fistula needs to be created, which is a connection between an artery and a vein. And that's fundamental today, is a recommended method of vascular access. And it is causing several issues because of this, in a way, unnatural blood flow. And here are the issues. Here is a real problem. Many fistulas don't maturize or can be used. In about 60% of the cases, they have to be redone. Complications, AV fistulas related complications are many, and they include hand ischemia and aneurysm and so on and so forth. So healthcare costs related to these problems are pretty high in the United States only, and then worldwide as well. So this is a problem. Now, why is it worth solving? Because from a market standpoint, it affects a lot of patients. From a business standpoint, it's a pretty active field. Many companies are trying to solve it and are looking into different solutions for it. And from our point of view, regarding that solution I'm going to talk about, we estimate the market about 10 billion. What does the system, does our solution consist in? It's very simple in a way. If we eliminate the fistula, we eliminate all related complications. So if we can create a device that allows vascular access for hemodialysis without fistulas, then we have eliminated all those related complications. The device, our device consists in, and for whoever is curious, I have the device here. The device consists in an access port, a catheter, and anastomosis anchor. The catheter is anastomosed, is connected directly to the vascular, to the blood vessel. It provides for long-term vascular access. It can replace, and it provides for the blood flows required by hemodialysis. How is this device deployed? It's a regular Seldinger technique. A procedural sheath is introduced in the vein. The device is then pushed through the sheath. It expands in the blood vessel. We pull it back. We retract the nylon self-expandable anchor, anchors the catheter to the blood vessel wall. We can see that on the ultrasound imaging. And then we connect the catheter to the implantable port, and we're done. For the hemodialysis procedure itself, we can access the implantable port through a regular IV catheter, through a hemodialysis needle, and then we can check the blood flow using ultrasound as well. Now, our claim to fame, why is it unique, is because, as I said, we eliminate the need for fistulas. We get, and complications associated to it, we get the ability, because of cost of goods, the production costs are low, we get the ability to position the system and accordingly and reduce the healthcare expenditures, and it's simple. It's simple deployment, and it allows for placement pretty much everywhere in the vasculature. It's called competition, but it's pretty much state-of-the-art today. Mostly the fistula is performed by open surgery. It takes up to 6 months to mature. There are also systems that provide new methods to create fistulas endovascularly or percutaneously. They still are fistulas. So even the creation procedure is easier. The complications related to it are higher. This is a table showing the different benefits. We have been granted a patent. The regulatory strategy we are planning to do is go first in human. We are working towards first in human, then use predicate devices to go for the 510K. This is pretty much what we've done so far. Animal study, we showed hemodialysis capabilities. We showed the anastomosis to the vein, to the blood vessels. We are based in France, and we use what we call a just-in-time knowledge. It's a minimum viable core team, and rely on external resources. We do strategic management in terms of setting the right goals. We definitely choose user-friendliness, just-in-time knowledge, and we work with key opinion leaders to define the requirements. Well, I don't have time to do that. These are people that we are working with, risk management. We have a 6-year action plan. We are raising $2.5 million to do first in human and a regulatory submission. This is pretty technical. It's how the milestones are, the go, no-go decisions. And based on the revenue assumptions, we are hoping to do first in human in year 1 and 2. And one possible exit strategy is to sell the technology at that time, or continue raising money for regulatory submission, at which time we again have a choice of raising more money to product launch or selling the technology after obtaining regulatory submission. And thank you very much for your attention.